Hi everyone, Dylan Mangel here with Nebraska Extension, and today again we're out at the Eastern Nebraska Research and Extension Center. We're just kind of wrapping a bunch of stuff up. We've already planted most things, but we're going to sneak back in and do a couple other projects. We're going to plant some 15-inch beans. We need just a little demo area. We're going to look at our planter, which had an issue, and see if we can get some parts ordered for that. But the big task for today is we're going to fix the sprinkler system so we can show you how we irrigate these disease plots. More water means more disease, and when we're testing plant protection products, we want a high disease environment. So we'll bring you along as we fix that. So we're gonna go out and we're gonna manually plant this demo in the middle of two other trials in a space that we're not using. It's really not that much space at all. And we're not doing it by hand. Banu, you want to show him the technology we brought?
Sure. We've got a really new technology that we're going to use this.
It's a hoe, isn't it? Okay.
We brought a hoe as a backup. That's supposed to be like that, I think.
This is supposed to get connected over.
And you can set the planting depth too. See, last time it didn't really work because it was muddy.
Those things don't really work because they don't really work.
We'll give it a shot.
If you figure that out, it'd be great, but the hoe will be faster.
Yeah, maybe don't even take the mud off. That's like
Maybe
knobs. That'll get, yeah, maybe clear that mud off. Otherwise, it's just extra traction. Otherwise, those wheels are too smooth.
Yeah,
So we've counted population on this before. Beans are tremendously resilient. It's called compensation. The beans can compensate for our mistakes, Brad. And
That's so true.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's really a miracle crop.
working with beans is like weenie hut junior.
All right, we're calibrating. We're gonna run 4 feet and we should have 32 seeds fall.
We need to try.
Wait, we'll catch it when the first one drops.
There you go.
Okay, we've made a huge mistake.
Really?
So that wheel the gears are a 1-to-1 ratio. So whatever the circumference of that wheel is gonna put out the number of seeds on that plate. We're supposed to have 32 seeds in 4 feet. And we had 5.
We've got like almost.
Yeah, the spacing on it is not even close. Yeah.
No, we just need to go really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just go fast.
Yeah. I lost count.
I have 20 here.
I have 27.
Okay.
Well, you went too fast that time. Well, let's move on. Okay, this is our sprinkler field that I've showed you guys many times. We've planted a lot in here this spring, but we haven't done a lot out here. You can see the Banu and Gio and Diksha are out there planting some beans before we get the irrigation turned on. But what Brad and I are doing is starting to prime this system. And this is a big water main coming out of this rural water system. And we've got a backflow preventer in the middle, and then we've got 2 big gate valves. And we're gonna start to prime the system, but it's a little bit slow going to begin with, so we're gonna start this, and then we're gonna go open up some lines out there. Now the line is somewhat primed, so we'll leave it like that. We'll walk out there and we'll start to open some valves just so some water can flow. So every sprinkler line here starts out at one of these junctions. The water main goes up the whole middle of this whole thing. That's a split, it goes both ways. There's controllers and then there's manual valves we're about to open. It comes out and down this line and then goes under and then up that next one. So each one of these valves is covering kind of fully a 1/4 acre, but also half of 2 other 1/4 acres. So we've got to have that in mind when we control it. We need to work on the sprinkler controller system here, which is these. We need to replace these components. And then this one, these are actually open. So they left them open when they irrigated corn. So I'm guessing those last ones are open too. Inline is open. So we have 32 sprinkler heads open right now. So that's probably enough. This is starting to prime. So they'll start going here in a minute and then we'll open it up a little bit more. All right, they're starting to prime up and we don't have a ton of pressure on the system right now. So they might not actuate themselves. But that's what we're working with. Oh, that one just loosed.
No guys.
We're gonna get wet.
All right.
Plant.
You're not done yet?
Man, why aren't you using the pusher thing?
The pusher acted a little bit abnormal, so we had to drop that because we really want to be accurate on the population. And
it normally works really good though. It's just today something was wrong with it and
never worked. Yep. So
okay, so you hoed in. So this is just a border area. We're not actually doing any research here. What we're gonna do though is we wanted a little area that had 15-inch rows because some growers plant on 15-inch rows. And we like to have just a little bit of that at some of our sites, and we forgot to plant it earlier, and now we'd be running over beans if we came through with the planter. So we're gonna go through and we're gonna drop seeds in there. We actually need a little over 4 seeds per foot, but you'll notice there's one other problem, which is that we initially planned the other population for 30-inch beans, so there's twice as many plants as needed in the other ones. So we'll figure that out too, but it'll include something like killing every other bean in those rows. This is the first geyser run that we have because you can see down there. This is our field. This one's not planted yet. I'm gonna have to bleep out what I said that crop was because that's gonna be a surprise. So that's the first geyser. We've got parts to fix all these, so we'll get that installed.
okay,
What?
that's too short.
Okay, so now we need to build an extension. Back off with it. So this is our first fixed sprinkler. First one is on, so that's it. It's been repaired, and elongated again, and now we've got one on there. First of the day, and that means we're done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ranges in, and I think we have 28 total. Brad's already on to the next one. Hopefully it's easy.
It's not.
Okay, so we got this next one pulled off, and I've actually clamped it to one of these poles because this is stuck in here, and I'll just use a torch to warm that up and it'll come right out. Took me a long time to figure out I could just heat them like this, and then boom, pops right out. There's no other way to do that. Here's what our sprinkler system is made of. It's just a Rainbird sprinkler head, some couplings, a couple inches of threaded pipe, and then this coupling has some threaded rod, or actually a bolt, just welded onto it so we can mount it to the posts. Then there's a 3/4 inch NPT threaded insert, and then just a coupler down here for the sprinkler pipe. So it's a pretty simple system. That's every single piece we need is right here. So we're just gonna finish going through this whole field. Did we ever count the sprinklers, Brad? How many do we have?
Yeah, I never counted.
I think we've got like a couple hundred.
Yeah.
So we'll keep working our way back and see if we can catch all these. Thankfully, I think like less than 10% are problematic. So we'll just keep knocking them out. All right, we've done quite a few. Now we're gonna walk back and turn them on starting from the beginning and see if we can just run up like 4 acres or 5 acres of this. All right, we're here. We're gonna start at the second one and work our way out. These first 2 are sweet corn. And we'll just work our way all the way back. Let's go. Let's see how many we can get. Now we're gonna get sprinkled on. All right, let's go. So pressure's dropping off because we've got so much going. We didn't even open up the main all the way, so we can go back, open the main up all the way. Look at the size of this gopher hole or badger hole. We had these beans here, nice straight rows, and this thing is just plowing it out. Should we go in there? Nothing. We're a little low on pressure, but we have not opened the main up all the way, so we're gonna go open that up, pressure the system up the full way, and we'll see if we have enough flow to support half of this field at once. Otherwise, we'll have to cut back. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've got 11 times 8. What is that? 88 sprinkler heads running. I don't have any flow numbers off any of these, but we have lots of water. So I just had the system cracked open to prime it and not water hammer it too hard. Now we're gonna open it up all the way and see what we can get for flow. See if we can actually power 88 of these things, or if we need to break it down and split it into sections. I suppose someone out there could do the math. We've got 60 pounds of pressure on, what is that, 8-inch or 6-inch main? Let's go turn it on. We've got flow. There's restriction, I can hear it right here. We've already opened up this one all the way. We've just cracked this. Let's open it up. I think we can see the pressure coming up out there. I think we pressured up really nice. So we'll drive back out there and look. Hi everyone, this is Dylan Mangill with Nebraska Extension, and currently I'm live streaming on the phone here with Talon Muse.
Hey everybody!
We're going to be live streaming throughout the season, and we're going to put these out through the new UNL Extension YouTube channel called Scout Nebraska. So you can search us by that hashtag, or you can find us on YouTube at Scout Nebraska. We'll see you there this summer. I think this is the first one. This is the first one we fixed, I think, and I don't think we put a hose clamp. I'm gonna have to go check the replay to see if we even put a hose clamp on that. So this is our first fixed. Okay, so we fixed a lot of them, and it seems like it's doing pretty okay on water pressure. Banu, what's your takeaway from all the sprinkler work?
I'm very happy that we got done so much, and
okay, I'll turn the camera off, and then you can tell me what you really think, okay?
yeah. Okay. It was such a bad idea to do it on a Friday.
I thought it would take us 2 hours. I really thought maybe 2 hours and we would be done.
I didn't know how long it took. I did not even look at my watch. It's 2 already, so how many hours?
5, 6 hours.
Yeah.
We were there the whole time. I don't know what's happening. So, okay. Well, we're going to let it run for a while and work on the tractor for a little bit while we hang out and maybe eat some food or something. What's this doing here? So this is the discs, or the cutting opening wheels on our little planter that we've been using all season, and it somehow managed to survive and just fall apart the second we were done planting. So we need to open this up. We actually need a lot of new parts for this, so we're gonna open this planter up and make a part list so we can get stuff ordered, because we're gonna plant one more thing with this year, hopefully, and it'd be nice if we could open the ground. So we got the planter up on blocks. We're gonna open up this side, and we made this to be extra sleek looking. The weight is all on the inside of the bar, so we'll pull that out, and then we'll optimize our safety here a little bit. Man, these are heavy 40 pounds. You know, now that we fixed those, it's gonna rain right away. Look at that. I mean, like, that's awesome.
Take this.
Look at the drop tube. So this is what I was worried about. This one sheared off, and we don't have a pin to hold that drop tube where it should be. So we've never had these units apart. They were pretty wore out when we picked them up. but it's worse than I thought. So look at this wear right here. They've just been riding on that the whole time. And then worn into that, is that right? So let's pop those off. Do you have that crescent wrench right here? So we're actually gonna replace these openers too. All right, so we walked through this whole planter and we looked at a bunch of stuff. We found some problems. Obviously, the openers broke off on this side. We're gonna need a new shank on this side, which is fine. But maybe we'll clean this one up and put it back together as a backup. The scrapers were on the wrong side. Two of them were switched. The two outside ones were completely switched on the wrong side. I don't know why. But that made a little bit of a mess. We are gonna order those parts, clean up some other stuff, and get this thing really set up for next year. And next year we'll be rolling smooth. So it was a miracle we got through, but everything turned out great and we're ready to go. All right, so we got the tractor planter situation sort of set up and we got the sprinkler field running today. It was a long day, but we put some water down and hopefully that'll get those beans going a little bit better. We've got corn on the backside of that, so we got those fixed up as well and we got that going. The corn needed the water a lot more than the beans did. So with that, I think everything should be good to go, and just the act of us fixing those caused clouds to fill the skies, so hopefully we'll get some rain. It looks like we might get lucky over the weekend with the rain, and things will get going even better. So thanks again, everyone, for watching. Comment if you have any questions. Otherwise, like and subscribe, and we'll keep bringing you along, showing you how we do this job of trying to understand how to prevent yield loss to disease on soybeans and corn in Nebraska. Thanks again for watching.